before we start, I already have my container database installed. So you can see that I have CDB installed. So for us to start now, we're going to create a non-container database using the BCM. So our database configuration assistant is up. So we'll leave it at the default, create a database, and click on next. What we're doing is a basic installation. I'm going to change the global database name to NCDB because we're creating a non-container database. I need to give the password. I'm going to uncheck this because we're not creating a container database, and then click on next. Click say yes to that. Our global database name is NCDB and it's a single instance DB. So finish. Okay, so we're done creating our non-container database, and you can see the server parameter file there. We're just going to ignore this and close. Okay, to be sure our non-container database is registered with our listener, we can check the status of our listener. Okay, we can see the service name NCDB. The next step here is to unplug our non-container database and prepare to plug it into our container database. Not forgetting that we have a non-container database NCDB and our container database is CDB. So what we are doing is to unplug the NCDB and we're going to be plugging it into CDB. So the first thing we have to do is to go into our non-container database, which is NCDB. To prepare our non-CDB to be unplugged, we need to shut down the database. And then we need to start it up on a mount state. Afterwards, we need to open up our database in read-only. So after placing our database on read-only mode, we're going to be unplugging our non-container database using a package called BMS _PDB. So this package will generate an XML file describing our table space and our data file. So to execute the package, then we have to state a location where we want that to be created. Then we're going to give it a name. XML NCDB. XML. Close it. So the procedure completed successfully. After executing this package, we now have to shut down the database. And then we have to exit and change our environment to our container database, which is CDB. Okay, so our CDB database is open for read-write. So the next thing we have to do is to create our pluggable database from the XML file generated from our non-container database. So I'm just going to copy this. So to create our pluggable database, so our pluggable database is created. After we've created our pluggable database from our non-container database, we now have to convert it properly to a pluggable database. So for us to do that, we have to connect to the pluggable database. Ncdb pdb. We'll see that database or pluggable database is not open, so queries are not allowed. So to do a proper conversion, we have to run a script called the Noncdb script. Okay, so the script helps to convert from a Noncdb to a pluggable database. So the script we're going to be running cdb to pdb script. So to run the script, so we just have to wait for it. Our conversion script is done. So to confirm what we've done, we now have to open up the pluggable database. Okay, so we can confirm our table spaces. So we can see our table spaces are now back. Okay, so we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you find this very handy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and drop your comment as well. Thank you for viewing.